We were all kind of going through the same thing, and it was nice, you know, just to be with each other and to, I mean, a lot of crying, a lot of hugging, and, you know, kind of holding each other.
It's a home away from home for families of veterans receiving medical care here in Pittsburgh.
With Veterans Day a week away, there's no better time to highlight one of the great resources Pittsburgh has for those who have served our country. We have a great group here with us today. We have Heather France, Nick Kroc, and Nancy Morris. Thank you for joining us today to talk about all of this.
Pleasure to be here.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
And I'd love to start first with what the Fisher House is.
Okay, so I am the manager of the Fisher House located at the VA Pittsburgh Healthcare System Oakland campus. We opened in December of 2012, and we are one of nearly 100 houses across the country and in Europe now.
Wow.
And what we do is we provide a free place to stay for our veterans' families when the veteran's receiving inpatient care at the VA. And so long as that family member lives more than 50 miles away, and it can be a friend, family member, whomever the veteran wants there to support them, they are welcome to stay with us for as long as they need to. They can stay until that veteran is discharged. We've had a guest that stayed with us for over a year before. We've had some that come and go, you know, for 1 or 2 nights. And then we have 10 suites and a shared living area, which is like a living room, kitchen, dining room, and we provide meals. We have groups that come in and provide meals. It's a really beautiful place. It really is a home away from home.
Yeah, just looking at some of this video, it looks like a beautiful place to stay. Nancy, and you spent some time at the Fisher House. Tell us about your experience there and why you were there.
I was there because of my husband being in Oakland at times, Aspinwall at times. Actually, I didn't realize till they did a newsletter story about my stay there, and I was there one time for 92 days.
Wow.
Over Thanksgiving, Christmas. When I drove up to the building today, I felt like I came home again.
Oh, Nancy.
And I get very emotional. I've made a lot of friends.
Yeah.
I couldn't have made it. It's family, it's faith, it's support, and they still are there for me.
Because you're going through something so hard while you're watching your loved one go through something so difficult. So to have that support there.
Yeah, plus I lost him after
so
a couple
sorry.
years. Yeah, but no, they were there. They were there when it happened. They never left my side.
Thank you for sharing that. Thank you.
Thank you. And Nick, tell us about your work with the Fisher House and how important it is to support families like Nancy.
Well, it's very important for me because I'm a retired Navy veteran, 20 years. And when I was asked to join the board, I've been on the board since its inception in 2012. It's probably I like to call it the best job I never got paid for. You know, but we are the fundraising arm that helps with the expenses for the comforts of home for the guests. You know, the VA, you know, keeps the lights on, pays Heather for the tremendous work that she does. And we do the fundraising for operating, providing food in the refrigerator for the guests. Right now we're changing out linens. Heather could probably elaborate on that if you want, as far as, you know, recovering from COVID.
Right.
And what I do, I'm part of the board, and we support Heather with whatever she needs in terms of operating the house.
You know, hearing Nancy, you speak so touching about your stay there and what it meant to you. I hear that there's an effort underway, hopefully to open a second location here in our area. Can you talk a little bit about that? I mean, obviously, 10 suites or 10 rooms is helpful, but you'd love to see more.
Well, yes, and the great thing about our program is we don't turn anybody away. So currently we use donated funds. If our house is full, we will pay for them to stay nearby because we're not turning anyone away.
Right.
So now we're going to get a second house over at our H.J. Heinz campus, also part of VA Pittsburgh Healthcare System, and it will be a 16-room suite.
Wow.
And it will be very helpful. Our community living center is over at that campus. Our domiciliary and some of our inpatient rehab programs and hospice are all located there, so it'll be a really nice setting for families to come in and be able to be a support to those veterans that maybe they haven't been able to before, because there aren't many places to stay near that campus.
Yes. And talk about the community there at Fisher House, because I'm hearing Nancy talk about all of the friends that she made while she was there. It has to be all about the support.
It is.
It definitely is. I have been there since we opened our doors in 2012, so so I was there with Nancy. I also have someone that's off, but an assistant manager, Tessa Pavanis, and she's amazing. But the two of us have been there for quite some time, and these families become our families and our friends. But the really awesome part about the Fisher House, and Nancy could speak to it a little bit more, is that everybody's going through the same thing there. So it creates a sense of community, and you have the empathy and support of people that are going through the same thing that you're going through, and you just can't get that at a hotel or somewhere else.
I can't wait to give all of you a hug. Thank you for coming on today. This has really been eye-opening to know about this facility. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, to learn more about the Fisher House, or if you want to donate or get involved, head to our website, kdka.com/talkpittsburgh. We'll have all of the links in one place for you.